Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 52 of Expert Skyblock with Soren. What have you done? So, preemptively, those of you who follow me on Twitter may be aware of the fact that I went away on vacation for about a week and I am now back. And Soren has been unsupervised for an entire week. So, I'm a little concerned, but I'm a little interested to see what he's been up to.
There's no TNT. Are you happy?
I mean,
there's no craters.
I mean, I haven't seen the entire map yet, but thus far things seem to be relatively in working order. You disconnected the soul sand system that I had set up, so we have like 0 gas tiers. We don't have 0,
this
but we
is
have
true.
We have less than the eyes that I set up. See, like I set up spider eyes, we have 106k. Like I set up gas tiers, and Soren's like, "I'll just turn that off. We don't need more gas tiers for no reason."
Well, we had started voiding gas tiers, so I used it all, I think. But we also ran out of magic, so I changed this back to wisps.
Oh, we ran out of essences?
Magic essence, yeah.
Which essence did we run out of?
Thaumium.
Percantium?
Thaumium is... Yeah.
How did we run out of that?
Every time you ask for thaumium.
How much thaumium did you ask for?
A lot.
Clearly.
Each dragon takes about... what, 4 of those, maybe? Which, if we just sit there for a while... Oh yeah, we also got that working! Completely forgot about that one, actually. We did a few things. I'm trying to remember what all we did.
Yeah, I'm thinking you did do a lot of things.
So we'll start with the end. The end is probably a good one to start with. We'll come back to the magic one in a second there. Just... it will probably be more understandable this way.
Okay.
So, just before we ended last time when you were here, we actually finished this computer. Like, I think 2 hours after you left.
So the computer... Okay, it's cool. Oh my.
Yeah. So I made it so it doesn't run. Because while you're here, can you try chunk loading these areas?
I can. Let's see.
It won't let me do it at all. So,
yeah, I chunk loaded the 4 chunks around us. I don't know where the exact chunk lines are. Let's see.
It's in the middle. I did not plan this out earlier for chunk lines.
Yeah, it's definitely in the middle of like 2 chunks.
Yeah.
So, oh my, we're gonna have to get these 2 as well, aren't we?
If we just do it 2 by 2, I think it'll be fun. Well, yeah, it's a little awkward with this one. Considering it's in the void, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem.
I think the chunk that I'm standing in, does this need to be loaded for any reason?
No.
And then we're good.
Yeah, should be good.
Should be good. And the bullseye's not loaded, but I assume that's okay.
If I just restart this computer, it's going to start running, so...
Okay.
There will be lightning, so careful. There.
You broke it!
No, it works.
Oh, there is lightning. Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, you're too high up to see. It's weird.
Yeah, that is interesting. Though I'm seeing the flickering of some blocks in the distance. Okay, cool. So
this will spawn in.
To be clear,
so
the ender chest sorts, I presume, right?
Yeah, it just goes to our AE system directly.
So this is transmitting a redstone signal. I want to see if I can figure out what you did, because I had things that... so this redstone signal, I assume, activates an autonomous activator that right-clicks the block in the center, the resurrection stone, which causes the dragon to spawn. So basically you're saying, all right, do that. I'm guessing you're using the sensor to see if there's already a dragon here. True?
Okay.
Is that correct? Okay.
So come again, I was having to deal with my chat.
Oh, so I'm guessing you're using the sensor to detect if there's already a dragon here?
Correct.
Okay. And the turtle is collecting from the blocks below, presumably with a world interaction upgrade or 2 stacks. Okay, that sounds cool. And yeah, so that makes pretty much some good sense. And then you've got your autonomous activator running that's just constantly shooting arrows with your
Yeah, we thought about having it on or off. There was no reason.
Oh, hello, dragon. Goodbye, dragon. Nice.
The only problem with this, it's not really a problem, it's more just a new nuisance is how long this takes.
Right.
It has to turn to an item entity.
So that
The collector
heart.
did not work with it.
So
felt
after it
risky.
picks up the heart, it will spawn a new dragon. Is that correct?
Correct. Or if it times out.
Okay.
And the timeout should be after, like, I think it's 3 minutes is what I said for.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how many hearts do we have now?
Few. And I've used a lot of them.
Yeah. For what?
Stuff. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
pretty neat. So
And I can force this to pick it up by just going through it. It'll turn the item entity, pick it up, say, hey, item found.
right.
Spawning dragon. And it'll spawn another one. If
Sweet.
it ever says it tries to spawn one in and it thinks it did, it'll wait a while and say, hey, there's no dragon alive. Try to spawn again. There is one manual case, and that's if it tries to spawn one in while it's trying to spawn, which shouldn't happen, but if it does, you have to manually come in and break these draconian blocks
Okay.
because they won't be charged anymore.
Correct.
But I mean, I haven't had that test ability because it's not loaded.
Right. So the real thing that you haven't tested or haven't been able to test thus far is when you're not here, right? Because
Correct.
loading.
And I don't
Okay.
know how dragons perform when not loaded. Like,
Yeah, when not chunk loaded. I'm wondering if it'll spawn, if it'll. I mean, it's dangerous to leave it running when no one's here supervising it, but I mean, I
I
guess
already
it's
have
alright.
the pacement of the code, so.
Yeah. Neat.
Hmm.
I think that's pretty cool, dude. Well done. I'm proud.
Thank you.
Very proud. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with me coming up with some of the original stuff to make it happen.
Yes. And the
Like-
fact that the original thing broke and made it better.
Yeah. I mean, catching the Ender Dragon, that was pretty cool. Nice. That is awesome, dude. I don't know if I will ever get used to seeing that dragon just like spawn, get stuck, die.
Yeah.
Like, that is just cool. How long does this item entity take to drop?
It was either 10 to 30 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot of seconds.
It is. But considering how often we use them, it's fine.
Right, I guess. How often do we use them?
18 per cell.
Okay. Not terrible.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
No.
Could be better,
Could be better.
but not terrible.
I mean, if we really wanted these fast, we could just copy this setup and build it, like, rotate it 90 degrees that way.
No. We're not doing that.
Not doing that, no.
No. How long does it take to spawn the dragon? I'm curious. Have you timed that?
I think that one is actually 30 seconds on the dot.
Okay. So, yes, it did just pick up the heart. I'm assuming that was about 30 seconds. It's interesting. Wonder if there's a way to trick it into making the heart
use
an
it.
item entity.
Hmm?
Wonder if there's a way to trick it into making the heart an item entity.
I know the player going through it does. I don't know if there's, like, the arrows don't. I actually can't be shot by the arrow. It's interesting.
That's weird.
I was trying to see how much damage it did to me, but I couldn't go on any point of the plane here, did it?
Yeah, me neither.
I see the arrow go through me. That works.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so automated dragon spawner and killer. Should we turn this off while because we're gonna leave here in a minute, or do you want to leave it running and see what happens?
We should probably turn it off.
Yeah, let's turn it off and test it maybe when we're done recording.
Yeah, let's start up.
All right, so we'll be back after this dragon finishes dying again, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that dragon's dead. We're back here now. What up next?
Do you have a way to get to the new base? I don't remember if
I
saved
do.
that on
I'm
here.
at the new base now.
Okay. So we're still getting concrete. We have a lot of concrete.
I'm sure we do.
I'm just more of what happens when that gets full at that state. I think it just stops.
Ooh, what do we have down here?
Go.
What's this thing?
Yeah.
Ooh, fanciness. Ooh, I see a creative energy cell.
That's why we don't have any gas tiers or anything else.
You made one.
I made one.
Nice.
And not only did I made one, stay here for a second.
Okay.
Those aren't running because we are full on power.
Okay.
But if I force it to not have power for a second. Apparently I don't have those. Make me one, please. Okay, and I'll just put this next to it. All right, so it
Interesting.
should start lasering up.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's cool. So that's the power transfer system in Draconic?
Yes, and if you look at the, should be around to your right, I think. There should be a monitor somewhere there, underneath the base.
So I'm guessing
Yeah,
that these are all connected to that thing, right?
Correct.
So that we can literally pull out as much power as we want, because it's per side, right?
Correct.
Nice. That's cool.
So, it's interesting. With these, you can't put pipes to them because
Right.
they're passive. These are active, and they're actively pulling 5 times the amount.
Neat.
So we're getting 500,000 per surface.
Okay. Have you found a way to pick this up and move it?
I telepose this.
Oh, that works.
We placed it down in the middle of our base. Like, huh? All right. Right. We have a problem.
So I'm curious, and I'd be interested to see what happens with the creative tank if we can like empty it and refill it like with a different
Yes.
liquid.
You can.
You can.
You right click with a different fluid and it just puts new fluid in it. So I have a plan for that. I want you to help me with it.
Okay.
It will be involving computers. I think.
Okay. That's cool. That should not be a problem. I can computer things. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, we could definitely come up with some fun ways to do things. We have liquid cells too, don't we?
I was considering those, but I think bedrockium drones would be more practical usage.
Okay. I mean, I'm just wondering if there's a way to read bedrockium drums with redstone. I'm sure you can with a computer, but we could do like
I think as well.
a liquid level emitter,
That too.
right?
Yeah, the computer
cool,
can definitely
right?
read the exact amount.
Yeah.
I checked that one.
Right. Yeah. Or a liquid level emitter. That might be cool too. But computer would work as well. Either way. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's our next goal then?
Our next goal, I think, would be starting to get that creative tank, which would be making 4 more of these.
Okay.
We don't need... Our power is set for a while.
I think our power is set for life.
UU Matter is running right now, and we're
Yeah.
still gaining like 20 million RF per tick.
That's awesome.
So
20 million RF per tick is what our gain is. Like this thing needs to have commas in it. Isn't there a way to do that?
I did that, and it doesn't file. It hates it. It only does it for RF, I think. Yeah, it does it for RF. That's a lot of RF.
Right.
But it does not do it for per tick. Which
Isn't that like thousands, million? Is that trillions? Wait, is that stored?
That's how much it was stored, and it was trillion.
That's stored. Okay. I wanted to
1.8
see.
trillion. Yeah, but per tick it will lose the comma rating.
Oh, that's interesting. That must be a bug.
I hope so, because that's annoying.
Yeah, it
I was
doesn't
trying to do
even.
that. I was like, all right, let's just set it by 3s and just go. One thing we might ought to do is start moving all the auto crafting over here, like all the recipes.
Right.
I just haven't gotten around to doing that.
Okay, so that's the RF per tick number. Interesting. All right, cool. So we've got infinite power because we basically what Soren did between last episode and this one that I've recorded is he automated the killing of the dragon, which we pretty much were 90% of the way there.
You had that.
What's that?
You were done with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty much done with that. And then he crafted this creative energy cell. Which, a reminder to the viewers, requires Lumium blocks, which are not super hard to come by, Galgadorian blocks, which are definitely tricky, some resonant energy cells, some draconic flux capacitors. How hard were the quantum solars to make?
Annoying, because somebody might have used all my iridium to make some turbine.
I can't imagine who that would have been. You have plenty of iridium. What are you talking about, complainer?
But now we have iridium for days.
Yeah, now we're good on iridium, right? Like, is that what this... Is this all of our iridium up here?
Yes. And
I mean, we have 7,878 of it. Plus whatever's in this chest, I presume.
Yes.
Nice. But you turned off the gas tier production.
I can't remember why I did that one.
So what I'd be interested in trying, by the way, is making is teaching the AE system how to make the creative energy cell. I assume this dire crafting table is in no way automatable, correct?
See, I was told it was
Yeah.
at PAX, and I can't find a way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can link it to a computer or not, which would be the only way I can think of right now. Which, if you can set specific slots. But, oh yeah, carrots. We also got more carrots.
Okay.
You should go to our farm and look up a little bit. I added another area for carrots, and there's a nice little Thaumcraft thing. I crashed.
I noticed that. Yes, over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did we need carrots?
I might have accidentally, possibly, needed more mana because I put a stack of glowstone in the glowstone duplicator thingy for mana and forgot about them.
So we had run out of mana?
We ran out of carrots.
Ah.
We had 26,000.
Oh, because you were making carrot cake.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
So, it's like, see.
That's interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. All right. So let's come back in a minute while Dyer figures out what we're going to be doing next. All right, guys, we're back. And I knew I'd find something Soren did. I just knew it. Broke all my automations.
Hello.
Hello. What did you do while I was gone? Did you know that we now... So if we want to make Galgadorian, we determined that we need 28 blocks for a energy cell, right?
Correct.
Okay. We are short both significantly by blocks of diamond and gas tiers. Gas tiers we don't have that much of a shortage of, but that's for 1, and we want to make 4. So we're like really low on gas tiers and really low on blocks of diamond.
Well, the diamond one I fixed semi right now.
Okay. I was gonna make diamond plants. Is that what you did?
I literally just did that.
Okay, good. Like I would turn this whole thing into diamonds.
For the YouTube audience, he said, "I'll be right back," right. And then the next time we heard from him was, "All right, we're back." Okay, yes. Hello.
Yes.
No.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Queuing here.
That's definitely what I was gonna do.
We can add more. I mean, I was gonna plan on making multi-layers here.
Did you try and make the mob soul from the Demon Guardians? I see we have one in the system. But anyway.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. It shouldn't. There should be almost no way. But
I just when I killed.
Right. Okay. So I would say that we probably want to do a little bit more diamond seeds.
Yes, probably. We'll probably split this half and half.
So those are agrocrafts, right? Yeah,
correct.
Diamalaya. Okay, so it makes nuggets. I see. So it just straight up makes nuggets. It's not like its own little thing.
No.
Okay.
And it has to be a diamond ore block beneath it, so.
Right. There's also that phytogenic isolator. Rich phyto grow is wood chippings or sawdust. Rich slag and niter. Not really ideal.
Yeah, not very fast, but we can actually...
Well, I mean, if we made more of these instead of all... Like, how are we on carrots right now?
It's misleading right now. It's going to show that we have 26,000 and
right.
not really have much of a loss, but that's because we're not using mana currently.
Right.
Oh! That's what I made Terra Steel. Alright.
What's that?
Terra Steel. Automated.
Oh, okay, cool. Good job. So,
I
in much the same way...
Yeah, similar.
That's what I figured. Cool. Okay. So yeah, there's things that I'm gonna want to do here. Soren used up all our diamonds. He used up all our stuff. He used up all of our Percantio.
I gave us power.
I know you.
And I want to mention that we would have iridium if you didn't build a giant turbine 3 times.
So we have more iridium now than we've ever had before. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
We could have had more than we would have had if you didn't.
So I don't know what you're complaining about, Chief. I feel like we're doing pretty good in terms... Like, my power system worked beautifully. I don't know why we need all this new power stuff. But I'm happy we have it. But I would like to point your attention to... What are they? What'd you make 1 million of with diamonds?
I didn't make 1 million of anything. Nope.
Nope. You made 61,000 processors. Of each kind.
So, you wouldn't actually see those processors had something else didn't work out.
Which is what?
Storage. I was trying to make a couple stacks of the highest storage upgrade.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the glowstone, nor do we have the surface quartz.
Okay.
So, you wouldn't have seen the processors because it uses up like a couple thousand.
Oh. So which one is this? Which one were we trying to make? The
storage
16384 ME storage component?
Yeah.
My oh my. That's a lot of things.
I was gonna make a
Okay. So let me come up with a plan here and we'll be right back. Like I just used up the last Mac slot. Sorry.
Yep. You know how many recipes that is?
Nope.
270.
Nice.
I don't want to set up another one.
Well, that's unfortunate because you are going to need to.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Soren's got a tough life.
you know, I had to move that one already once.
Yeah?
It was in the way. What's 30 interfaces plus who knows how many whatchamacallits, like or somewheres.
Right.
Cable. Fine, I'll do it. I'll make another one.
It's all good. Just doing a little bit of automated alchemy here because I want to get us more gas tiers, and I'm like, you know what? I think I have a way to do it. So gas tiers require concentrated catalyst,
to do.
weak blood shard, and a gas tier. Concentrated catalyst is made with strengthened catalyst, gold nugget, and fractured bone. Fractured bone is 4 bones and a gunpowder, right? So what we should be able to do... bones plus gunpowder. So 4 bones. I'm just going to steal one of you. Export bus U with a few acceleration cards. We shouldn't need crafting cards for this, right? And then gunpowder. Oh yeah, we want the expanded whatchamacallit card. So we can say more things. Capacity card. Which is apparently also not auto-craftable. Good enough for now. So this thing should already be filling up with bones. Quite good. We're going to want you to also have... If I take one of you out, I think 2 would be enough. And I'm going to put gunpowder in here. We can do this, right? And you should start cooking immediately. And we should see fractured bones. Nice, and it refilled. Perfect. So that's what I wanted to see. So you guys can go away. And then now that we have fractured bones, we should be able to do... So I'm going to borrow 1 strengthened catalyst. 1 fractured bone. I'm going to take you out temporarily, and I'm going to get a gold nugget. So we're going to export you. Cool. And then we'll also do 2 of these to speed that process up. Nice. Cool. And then fractured bones. A little too fast on the draw there. Perfect. And then strengthened catalyst. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Nice. Okay, cool. And this is cooking up, doing its thing. This is cooking up, doing its thing. Everybody's working the way we want to see them work for what we want to see happen. Cool. And then if I put my orb in here, owner direwolf 20, you should start cooking, making this concentrated catalyst. So my only concern is this is going to be a little bit slow. So like we'll get a gas tier, what, every second with this setup? Are you running fast enough to keep up? You should be. Yeah, because you get 2 of these per, right? So that's fine. And you make 1 of these per, that's also fine. Because you're pretty much all going to run at a pretty decent speed here. This makes 4 at a time, so that's not a problem. Now, out of curiosity, if I taught this thing how to make gas tiers, right, it's a weak blood shard. The other thing I might need to make is weak blood shards. So I'm still not sure how I feel about this, but let's try it. How are we for weak blood shards? I mean, we can get probably a couple. So how many channels are on this thing Soren set up for me? Soren, I'm already using 8 channels. That's all I get, right?
Correct, but we can add on.
Okay. So, just trying to figure out the math on if it's worth doing this for real or not. I've only really made a few of these, and
is it overkill?
It's not.
Oh, that's not.
It's actually kind of slow, I think, is my problem, is it's going to be too slow.
Oh.
Unless I did the ritual thing that made it faster, which might be doable, but I'm still thinking it's not going to be worth it. Because I want to make more gas tiers, and it really looks like the only way to do gas tiers is either alchemic chemistry, or the ex nihilo sieve, which we're already doing, or bees produce it. Like, those are our only options.
Not a whole lot.
Right. I mean, I kind of set this up anyway, because I assumed there's going to be some point, but now that I'm looking at how slow it is making concentrated catalysts, it's actually kind of slow. So I'm thinking no. I'm thinking we'll just leave everything here as it is, and then come up with another way. Now, another option might be to take what Soren's done over here and be a little bit overkill with this.
I never thought I would hear you say you want to do overkill.
Well, you know.
Can we? Okay, I want to help overkill it. When are we overkilling?
The soul sand sieve. Ooh. I mean, it would basically be like, we could make it 8 times or 10 times faster by placing basically 10 sieves that were all dedicated to soul sand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would
soul
be
sand
doable.
production then.
What's that?
You just have the soul sand production then.
Right, but I mean, we have a lot of soul sand, don't we? We have 182,000 soul sand.
Yeah,
I don't even know how we're storing that much, but we are.
A barrel. Or a drawer. Or a DSU, never mind. I moved it to DSU.
Oh, it's a DSU now. Where is that? Over here, right?
It's over by the mana, yeah.
Yeah, 182,000 is what we have. Do you have any kind of stopper on this thing, or is it basically always running?
There's a stopper. There's an emitter on the ducts.
On the ducts. Oh, I see it. It's at 100,000.
Yeah, it should keep it to 6,000 less than what we normally have for full storage of a drawer.
These are the things I come back to when Soren's been left alone for a while.
That was there before you left.
What, the squid ink and the eggs on the runic altar?
Oh, no. Okay, don't remove them.
Why
Look at
not?
it for a second.
What?
Look at it for a second.
I'm looking at
What
it.
do you see? What do you see?
I see 5 eggs and a handful of squid ink.
See, that's what you would see if you're only looking at the items. But if you turn your head to the right, it looks like a smiley face.
Have you been insane while I've been gone? Were you on an abandoned island?
I'll go find my coconut. Hold on. Professor!
I mean, I was gonna say more volleyball, but I mean, if you want to go that route too, but like really, like what happened to you? Well, if you turn your head sideways, that looks like a smiley face. Really?
It is! Look at your YouTube audience to see it.
What? Like, how late were you streaming this night that this happened?
I actually don't remember. I think 2 a.m. at least there.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, all right then. I completely lost track of what we were trying to do.
You were trying to do soul sand. Auto overkill.
Right. Okay. So there's a heavy sieve. I don't know what those do.
I'm gonna watch this again. Hold on. I'll be back.
I'm a little terrified. So there's the auto heavy sieve. All right, let me look into these things and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And much to my surprise, it looks like we're pretty much about ready to wrap up this episode. So there's one thing I'm trying before we get around to wrapping up for reals. I want to see... Gas tier is just 2 soul sand and concentrated catalyst. So let's get our concentrated catalyst here. I guess I might as well also get soul sand. How are we doing on gas tiers? Not the hottest. Now, can I put this in here? Will this work? I have no idea. But apparently this, and this. Might need a higher tier in there, which is not a problem. Find it to me. Give it a click, right click. Whoops. Did I miss an ingredient? Gas tier. Oh, an existing gas tier. Oh, well, there you go. So let's see. If we put these in here, then it should take that, and it should start crafting. Yes. Eldritch, Archmage, Transcendent. Does it have to be a tier 5? Okay, maybe it does have to be a tier 5, which was a Demon Blood Shard and 75,000 LP. Might look into getting another one of those. But for now, let's just test it with this, and we'll see where we go from there. So, not loving this idea so far, but still worth testing. So, definitely kind of slow. Now, I can speed this up with the ritual juice stuff, but I still don't know that it's going to be fast enough to make me happy. I might try it in a creative world, but keep in mind that we're probably going to be burning through these concentrated catalysts pretty quickly. Resources aren't a problem, it's speed. That's what I'm worried about. I want to make sure that this is faster than maybe making 10 of these and just soul sand sifting like crazy. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So I don't know. We'll come back next time and we'll come up with a plan. That's my plan. My plan is to come up with a plan. But for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, catching up on what Soren's been up to while I've been away. And boy, has it been some shenanigans. But we've got automated dragon spawning, which is cool. And we've got automated dragon killing, which is also cool. Hope you guys enjoyed checking that out, though, because I am really rather proud of some of that work. Like I said, we were like 90% there for the automation stuff before we wrapped up. But yeah, for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.